scene of action of the roller derby, where we're going to get into the game in just a couple of seconds. Right now, I believe that it's the time to get into a demonstration of how points are gained because of the new rules sent down by the IPRRA, the skaters' headquarters. The two major changes are the scoring and also the substitution of a player during a jam. Right now, we're watching a demonstration of a jam with number 12, Tuffy Brazoon, on the jam. If she passes 1 in white, she gets 1 point. If she passes 3, or rather passes 2, she gets 2 points. Passing 3 would be 3 points. Passing 4, 4 points. She's passed 1 for 1 point. Now, we stopped this for you so that you could see just how points are gained under the new rules. Pass 2, 2 points. Passing 3, 3 points under the new rules. Now watch it closely there. Tuffy has passed 4 skaters for 4 points. In other words, the jammer now, under the new rules, gets a point for every player of the opposition pass. Tuffy's passed 4, trying to get 5. The only one she hasn't passed is Alice Red Jensen. Coming in on Jensen now. If she can pass Jensen, number 2 in white, she would gain 5 points, the most you can do on a single jam. Tuffy whipped in there, coming hard now, moving around the outside, moves in, and has got 5, passing all members of the opposition within the 2-minute time limit.
Sport fans everywhere, this is Ken Nidell, once again bringing you the roller derby. Well, again, it's the Jolters and the Chiefs. And to identify the teams for you, in the white shirts, the Jolters. In the striped shirts, the Chiefs. The score, it's all tied up at 14-14, and we're getting ready for the girls to take over in the 7th skating period of the game. It's been a good game all the way down the line, with the defensive part of the game standing out. Very little scoring, as you can well see, with 6 periods now ended and 2 to go. The score tied 14-14. The defensive part of the game has been really outstanding so far. But, of course, the offensive players can break loose at any time. And now with 2 periods yet to go in this game, and you're going to watch to see who wins it, well, let's get comfortable and let's get ready as the men contact the girls for the 7th skating period. You know, in sport where men and women are placed on equal basis, where there's an offensive and a defensive, where there's body contact, and the girls are jockeying back and forth for positions, getting ready to start a jam. Up front is Tuffy Brazoon in white for the Jolters, the famous number 60 in the back of that white shirt. Also up there is Betty Clements of the Chiefs. Now Clements takes over the lead. Neither has made a break as yet. Now Clements is starting to move. Betty Clements coming out of the front of that pack. But no, Tuffy Brazoon takes the lead, and the jam is on as Tuffy breaks out. So they maneuvered 4 positions, and finally the jam got underway with Tuffy Brazoon breaking out and Betty Clements in stripes hitting up on Tuffy on the far turn. A good perspective of how the 18-lap to a mile track looks at the roller derby. Clements bearing down number 25 now, also on this jam. Ryan Lopez coming out for the Chiefs now in stripes. Tuffy in a bad spot, out number 2 to 1, and when you're out number 2 to 1, you try to get the lead and cut it off. Tuffy takes over the lead. She hasn't cut it off as yet. Look at her go. She may not cut this one off. This is very unusual for one girl to try to outskate 2 of the opposition, and that's what Tuffy's doing, pouring on every bit of speed she's got. All of the generalship she's known for 10 years of roller derby skating, now being shown by this girl, Tuffy Brazoon, as she outsmarts 2 of the Chiefs and outskates them. Tuffy driving hard now, trying to get in for some points. Tuffy Brazoon driving with everything she's got. Remember, the score is all tied up, and Tuffy tries to get in there now. Tuffy is in there on Lulu Palermo's block. 1 point for Tuffy Brazoon of the Jolters, and a great block by her teammate, 65, Lulu Palermo. Tuffy knocked down, but not until she gained that point. So the score now, Jolters 15, the Chiefs 14. All right, waiting for the field to get together again. Knocking 4 positions now, trying to get that field all set. They all have to have an equal chance of breaking out, and somebody is ready to break out. This time it's Jerry Murray, number 22, moving out with Lulu Palermo. Palermo and Murray on the move. There's action in that pack. There's a bad spill. Look at that one. Number 61, Gloria McAuliffe, knocked down in the pack. She's hurt. Palermo trying to get up to try to protect her. Knocks Murray down and cuts a jam off. A nice heads-up play by Lulu Palermo, protecting this girl, her teammate, number 61, McAuliffe. The referee runs up to try to stop and protect her. Try to stop that jam and protect this girl, number 61. Dr. Albiani over there to look over McAuliffe. She's trying to shake it off. She's a little bit dazed. She really hit that track, but it was a great heads-up play on the part of Lulu Palermo, who stopped the jam, stopping any chance of the opposition passing this girl McAuliffe. She shakes it off. She's okay. And the score, the Jolters 15, the Chiefs 14, 1 point separating the teams. Bench as the men of the Chiefs talk it over, slamming Sammy Scoble in the huddle with his teammates. There on the right is Jack Wilson. There's Radcliffe looking up at us. And the men are getting ready for the big men's skating period coming up. But right now, we've just started the girls, and there's plenty of action out here. Lulu Palermo up there now, waiting for that field to get together. Betty Clements again coming up. Betty Clements in stripes for the Chiefs, followed by number 60, and it's Jean Porter out there for the Jolters. So it's Porter and Clements on this one. Clements very fast, hair blowing in the breeze, a very pretty girl, hit by Porter. Porter takes over, and look how smooth the Indian gal is. Jeannie Porter from Buffalo, New York, the only Indian gal skating in roller derby, and what a champion she is. There's that pack action. It's rough and tough, and they're Gloria Mack up front, hit by Lulu Palermo, then Palermo hit by Zach, then Murray hit in there by Tuffy. They rock and roll, number 28. Blanche Lopez hit in there by Ruffy Zach, and then Zach is hit, and then Tuffy takes one, and that's the way it is. Hit and be hit in this sport. You got to give and you got to take it. And remember, they hit because if anybody's knocked down, the jammers could pass it for points. Number 69, Porter, moves in stride by stride, getting closer to the back of the pack. And remember, they've got to score within 2 minutes' time. There's now a minute down, 1 to go. Porter moves in. Roughness in the back of that pack. Porter bearing down. Clements trying to stay with her. Lulu Palermo working on Jerry Murray in the back end of the pack. Murray is hit. Palermo hits her again. Murray spun around in the rail and an easy score in there by Jean Porter on a great block from Lulu Palermo, her teammate. So it's twice now that Palermo's played heads up for the Jolters. The score, Jolters 16, Chiefs 14. Here's Murray trying to get up now. Now giving Murray a nice hand. She's a great competitor, but it's Palermo so far in this period doing the big guns and the big things out here for the Jolters. Not scoring herself, but helping her teammates in and doing a great all-around job. Lulu Palermo of the Jolters. All right, now the Jolters are out in front by 2 points. Ducking pole positions, trying to get that field together. Palermo finally getting back into the pack, getting off the rail. There's another one coming off the rail now, getting ready to go. That was Jerry Murray, and now they're jockeying pole positions. Up front, it looks like Blanche Lopez, along with Tuffy Brazoon in the big white shot of the track. The boys in the huddle down there in the infield getting ready to take that track over very shortly, but it's still the girls, and out and moving on this one. Blanche Lopez moves out, followed by Tuffy Brazoon. Tuffy hits up on Lopez. Gladys Steeth in stripes out there, number 27, hit by number 61, Gloria McAuliffe, the girl that fell so hard a little while ago, in there and okay again. Tuffy holds it down now on the inside. Lopez hits her. Tuffy's down. A great block by Lopez, and now her teammate Gladys Steeth is taking out on Gloria McAuliffe, taking her back into the pack, leaving it up to Blanche Lopez. Look at this blocking by Steeth, taking out McAuliffe, number 61. Beautiful defensive play on the part of number 27, Gladys Steeth. Dean Gammon talking it up on the sidelines, referee watching the play. There's the bench, and the men are watching it very cautiously because they know that the girls are just as important in this game as the men. There's the pack. Palermo back there. And here's a gal that can do some damage to the Jolters. Blanche Lopez, the only Spanish girl skating a roller derby. Pass one, moves in there. Past Palermo, got 1 point. Palermo was knocked down. Lopez moves in, number 61, McAuliffe back to the block out. Lopez comes in and passes. Got 2 points. Pass 3, he's got 3 points. Keeps moving in, coming in at Palermo. Passed her again, and that means 4 points for Lopez. Lopez moving in on Tuffy Brazoon. Tuffy slowing her down. Lopez hit and knocked down, but not until she got 4 points. Palermo was passed for 2 of the 4 points and then finally knocked Lopez out of the play. But it was a beautiful 4-pointer, and there's Murray and Palermo roughing up. Murray hits that rail. Oh, the action. And the score now, the Jolters 16, the Chiefs 18. Set to go now, getting that field together again. remember, in roller derby, the field must be intact in order for the officials to allow a jam to start. Getting all set to go now. A fast break out of the front of the pack, and there goes Tuffy moving in. Tuffy Brazoon moving in, and with her is Jerry Murray. So the two tops on each team are moving in. Murray and Tuffy. Lulu Palermo doing a nice job of protecting the front of that pack. Lulu with the hair ribbons, famous for the hair ribbons, on the Jolter team. The Jolters in the white shirts, remember, and the Chiefs in the stripes. Tuffy running on her skates, and Murray's down. Very tricky play in there by Tuffy. Knocked Murray out of the play. And now Tuffy moves in with a chance for a 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5-pointer. The best you can do. Remember, the striped team strictly on the defense. And Murray, very hot about that last one, is back there to block out when Tuffy comes in. Remember, Tuffy Brazoon will get a point for every one of the striped players she passes. But, of course, that's tough to do. Tuffy coming in on Murray now. Tuffy comes in. Jerry slows her down. Tuffy trying to get by Murray. Murray doing a nice job. Lulu Palermo trying to help Tuffy in there and giving Murray a lot of trouble again. Murray's down. Tuffy scores 1 point. Tuffy keeps driving. Murray is still down. Great play by Palermo. Murray and Tuffy's past 2. Tuffy's past 2, keeps moving in. Murray back in a block. Now Tuffy knocked on the infield, but not until she got 2 points. It was Murray who knocked her down. 2 points for Tuffy Brazoon of the Jolters. Great assist by Lulu Palermo, her teammate. Denny Karp, the coach, talking to Tuffy. A great play that time by the little gal. And now Lulu Palermo and Murray are at it. Look at this. Murray after Lulu. Look out. Look off the rail. Both gals over the rail. We can't tell if they're hurt yet. The officials are there. Johnny Karp, the coach, is there. The fans are up out of their seats seeing what happened to Murray and Lulu Palermo. There's Murray getting up. She's okay. Tuffy was in there, too. Still waiting on Lulu. And there's Tuffy has whacked Murray one on the chin, and Murray is down. Well, that would happen so fast we just couldn't get it for you. The score all tied up. Jolters 18, Chiefs 18. All right, jockeying for positions now, trying to get things moving. It's tough to get this field together. Now they're all set, just about. There's Jughead Lewis getting off the rail, getting back into the pack. A break out there now, as it's Danny Martin breaking out for the Chiefs, followed by Charlie Shukart of the Jolters. Shukart in there with Danny Martin, both moving in. Here's a couple of youngsters that have done a great job in roller derby. Martin hit with a nice block by Shukart. A couple of kids that look like they've been skating for 8-9 years. Well, Shukart has been skating just over a year and a half, and Martin has only been skating a year. Here they come now. There's that pack action, rough and tough all the way. Freddie Noah up on the left to your screen, watching the front of that pack. Denny Karp standing down in the infield, talking it up on one side. Gene Gammon, the coach of the Chiefs, on the other side, talking it up. Two jammers moving in, and the pack is also rolling very fast. It's not only a job to be able to put on a lot of speed when you're on a jam, but it's a terrific job to get around there in time to catch that pack within 2 minutes. There's Martin hitting up on Shukart. Shukart takes it. He stays, Martin. These kids are having a tough time catching that pack. The pack is very fast on this one. Where the pack moves the same way as the jammers, and there's that pack. Now there's about a quarter lap in the scoring zone as the fans chatter it up. Many of the fans cheering for Martin, and just as many fans cheering for Shukart. Martin down. All right, now the only one that can score is Charlie Shukart, number 68, moving in the white shirt for the Jolters. So the Chiefs on the defense this time. Martin knocked out of the play. Freddie Noah back there to block out. Here comes Charlie Schuchart, a rough and tough kid from Reading, Pennsylvania. He can hit in there, but Noah from Chicago, Illinois, the Hawaiian boy, is one of the best blockers in the game. So here's a real contest. A good offensive man, Schuchart, against a terrific defensive man, and it's Noah. Look at him fight it out. It's the real contest. Schuchart hit again. He's hit again. One block after another. Look at Noah. Hitting him. Beautiful blocking. And Schuchart's down. What a spill. Terrific blocking by Freddie Noah on that one. And the score, the Jolters 18, the Chiefs 18. Still tied up. Still trying to get the field together. Ball positions. Well, it's certainly anybody's game with a lot of time left. Moving on to this one now. Looks like Jack Wilson out there with number 69, Jughead Lewis, and Bucky Buchholz. Lewis sandwiched in between the two stripe players. He hits and knocks Buchholz down. A good play by Lewis. Now he's even Steven with Wilson. It started out to be a player jam that strictly favored the Chief team. Winds up now where both Wilson and Lewis are on even terms. Back is moving. Wilson right behind Jughead. Now Jack Wilson takes the lead away from Lewis. Wilson skating for pay dirt. He's hit and taken way back as Lewis pounds the boards. Look at him coming in there now. Jughead Lewis moving in. Passes too easily on a great block by his teammate Schuchart and Mullane. 2 points for Jughead Lewis, number 69 of the Jolters. And the score now, the Jolters 20, the Chiefs 18. There's Lulu Palermo getting her hand fixed. Lulu, one of the stars of the Jolter team, hails from Chicago, Illinois. A veteran of about 8 years of skating and one of the prettiest and finest gals in competition. All right, jockeying pole positions, waiting for that field to get together. Neither team being able to break loose offensively in a big way. Johnny Mullane up front of that pack trying to make a break. Mullane up there. Joe Marinaro up there and Freddie Noah up there, all bunched up. Ooh, a hard block. And it was Roddy Kazler was knocked down. Marinaro out number 2-1 now, trying to outskate these two Chief players. Little Joe in white for the Jolters. Look at him go. His teammate knocked out of the play, and now he's in bad shape, but he cuts the jam off, not taking any chance. A signal from Coach Johnny Karp tells him to cut it off, and Joe places his hands on his hips and stops the jam with the score. Jolters 20, the Chiefs 18. All right, again waiting for the field to get together. Started on the jam. Great crowd on hand. And wherever you see the roller derby in person, you'll always find a terrific crowd on hand, because as good as it is to watch it on TV, it's better to see it in person. And you can see why, because you can only do so much and cover so much with cameras, where in person you sit there and you really watch it all. All right, jam underway now. Larry Zach breaks off of the Jolters. Freddie Noah of the Chiefs. Marty Kazler got a penalty. Kazler of the Jolters goes in the penalty box, but these two move in. Zach slips, hits up on Noah. This is the final skating period of this game. There's Kazler coming off the track now, getting that penalty, and Johnny Karp talking to him about it. Anytime you get a penalty in roller derby, you naturally weaken your team, and now the Jolters are out there with only 4 players on the track. All right, here they come now. Zach in there. Zach takes over the lead. Noah on the inside. Noah hits him with a block, and no more Zach. He took him out of there just as pretty as you could take anybody out, and a clean block it was. This boy, Freddie Noah, from Chicago, Illinois, the Hawaiian boy, the only Hawaiian skater in roller derby, coming in now for the Chiefs. Jolters leading now, and they're depending on stopping up this boy, Noah. The Chiefs think differently, however, because Johnny Mullane is dropping back there to assist Freddie Noah in if he can. And Freddie is a pretty clever guy on those official roller derby skates. He can make them sing. Look at the blocking by Buchholz up front of the pack, slowing down on Charlie Schuchart. Schuchart trying to come out, and little Bucky after him. This is pretty to watch. Hey, look out. There goes Noah. He's still on the move, trying to gain ground to get in the back of that pack. Freddie Mullane, his teammate, talking it up back there, saying, come on, Fred, let's get in. There's Johnny, all set to lead him in. Now the Chief fans are talking it up. Here comes Noah in there now. Jughead Lewis, ace blocker of the Jolters, back there to try to stop this play up. Remember, Mullane cannot score, but he can help offensively to help Noah in. He does help him in. Pass one, pass two. Noah driving, trying to get more points. Noah chasing Paul Mullane now. Paul Mullane trying to stay ahead of him. Noah moves in. He's passed two so far. Keeps moving in on Mullane. He's passed three, and he's in there. And knocked down by Mullane. 3 points in there for Freddie Noah on a great play for the Chiefs. And he got hit on the chin with an elbow. He's shaken up a little bit, but it was a great play by Freddie Noah and Johnny Mullane. There's Johnny talking to him. Freddie shaking it off. He's okay. He can take it. And now the Chiefs 21, the Jolters 20 in a seesaw battle. Substitutions coming in now. This is the final skating period of the game. Jockey pole positions. Crowd is tense. They know the time is ticking away. Time the big thing now. And, of course, the Chiefs out in front by just one. There's a break by Charlie Schuchart of the Jolters. So back into the action. Look at that block up front of the pack. Paul Mullane threw a hard one in on Wilson. Schuchart on a lone jam, moving in beautifully now for the Jolters. Charlie Schuchart moving hard. There's Jack Wilson trying to come out. He's hit again in there. Beautiful block by Paul Mullane. Now Wilson breaks away from the pack, and Marty Kanzler, number 65 of the Jolters, moves after him, trying to take Wilson out so that Schuchart will have a clear shot. Look at the blocking by Marty Kanzler. Good block in there. Kanzler just came out of that penalty box. Remember, he was in there for a while. He's okay now. He's back in there doing a good job taking Wilson out, and here comes Charlie Schuchart. Wilson doing everything he can to get out, but stalled by the blocking of number 65, Marty Kanzler. Pee Wee Raines tries to come out. He's moving in. Jughead Lewis after him. Schuchart driving. There's Lewis taking back on Pee Wee Raines, and now Schuchart straightens up to come back in the back of the pack. Jack Wilson back in the defense for the Chiefs in stripes. Wilson, number 27, looks over his shoulder, ready to block back on Schuchart when he comes in. There's Jughead Lewis trying to help Schuchart in. Charlie Schuchart coming in now, number 68. Watch him. He's the only one that can score. Lewis, number 69, cannot score, but he's going to whip his teammate in. Here's Schuchart being whipped in. Wilson hits him up in the air, down. A beautiful play. Man, was he hit. Wilson doing a great job stopping that play up. Jolters 20, the Chiefs 21. There's Schuchart. He's shaken up on that one. He was really hit. We'll take it. Tell me that Charlie Schuchart has more bruises than any other player in the roller derby. And that's because he falls hard. He tries hard, and he's knocked down a lot, and he gets in to score a lot, and he gives it all. He has no fear of this 4x4 rail that surrounds the bank track. All right, time very short on this game now. I think that maybe this might be the last jam. We'll see. Paul Mullane moves out. Mullane moves in for the Jolters. Paulie, a great offensive threat and one of the favorite of the Jolter fans. Paulie Mullane. The Chiefs are leading by 1 point, 21-20. And it all depends on what Mullane can do because the time says this is about it. It has to happen on this one. There's Marty Kanzler doing another good job up in front of that pack, taking out Howie Martin. Good blocking in there by Kanzler. Paul Mullane, the idol of the Jolter fans, moving in there now, realizing his team is trailing by 1 point, realizing the clock is going to run out very shortly. He's got to get in there and do something about it. Here he comes now, moving in. There's Schuchart back to his system. He's past 1. He's past 2. Look at him go. He's got 2 points. Beautiful playing out there. He's got 3 points. Mullane driving now. He might touch. I think he's got this one wrapped. The time run out. The gun cracked. And Mullane scoring 3 points that time. For the Jolters, gives the Jolters the win. Jolters 23, the Chiefs 21. And another thriller. How the fans love it. Now they put their coats on and get ready to start for home. Well, there's the Jolters coming out. And incidentally, fans, don't forget, for full information on the roller derby, write to Roller Derby News, room 205, Madison Square Garden, New York City. Roller News. Well, there's yours truly, Ken Nidell. That's me over on the left and Lulu Palermo on the right. Palermo, one of the prettiest girls in roller derby. Birthday March 20th, age 23, height 5'3", hails from Chicago, Illinois. Single hobby horses. Went to high school in Chicago directly to the... Well, she spun the Chiefs of the World Series in 1949. Lulu Palermo. So till next...